Meowning friends, and welcome back to another episode of the series where I pit my laptop against FTB Skies 2. So today we're gonna continue to get the resources needed in order to place in our Archangel, at least the forward 1/3 of it. I can't remember where the schematic cannon is. Like I remember it floating somewhere because of the way that the schematic cannon works. It couldn't be too far away from where the schematic is. There we are. Okay, so I need to once again confirm what the materials we need are. We have no problem supplying the obsidian, so let's do that. Actually, let's quickly grab our chests, unless I've already broken them. Nope, they're still here. I do wonder if there's a way of connecting the schematic cannon's inventory with, say, a refined storage interface block or something. Like, it would really be helpful if we could. So as we can see, we're currently limited by iron and wool. I am trying to remedy the wool problem by making ourselves a string farm. So a refresher of how it works. We're growing flax, which we are grinding over there into string, and we will manually craft this into wool eventually. But it is a really slow process though, which kinda makes me want to do an alternative method of producing wool. For some weird reason, it's not picking things up, my item collector is. Oh, that's because it's full. I wonder what's stopping the drawer system from filling up again. I thought I already had everything. Oh, it's garlic. Okay, that was unexpected. So let's just replace the chute again. Find a drawer slot for the garlic. I'm pretty sure I already had a garlic drawer. Like what was the hotkey? Y was it? Okay, that's fair. So let's just put this into a drawer slot real quick. We are almost. Oh no, I already fixed this, so we've still got plenty of space. No problems there. I think everything else is okay. It might be a good idea to change this to a smart chute so that it can process up to 64 at a time. Oh, I didn't know you produced. It's probably from the foxes. So if you didn't know, if you actually spawn enough foxes, they'll spawn in with an emerald in their mouth, which is just adorable. And when that happens, when you kill it, you get the emerald. It's a really low chance though, and it's one of the only ways that you can get a trade or get trees in a completely void world. Like if you do those challenges where you start with only one block and no mods and no nothing, then that's the only way that you can get wood is by getting emeralds after killing some foxes and trading with a wandering trader. So as we saw, this system of getting string is really slow. So I want to make a faster way of getting wool, and that would be to use sheep spawners. So from our exploration, we have been getting loads of spawners. It would be nice if we had a spider spawner. Oh my. Let's move away from that death chamber. Uh, so I don't think I have a spider spawner. I do have 2 husk spawners, so I can change one of this into a sheep spawner, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. So what I need would be a chicken and a swab. So this is a wandering trader swab. The reason I have that is I wanted to see if I spawned in a wandering trader, will it be like the ones that are summoned in by the events, or would they have the normal random trades that wandering traders tend to have? Kind of lazy to actually try it though. Okay, so what I'm going to do is turn off the mob killing chamber and swap myself a sheep, and then I think in order to make ourselves the eggs, we need to have a bucket of experience. And the only way I know how to get a bucket of experience from this is actually, can we use a tank? I guess we can make a new tank. Yeah, they're pretty cheap. So let's see if we can do this. And what direction is that? Oh, why is the map locked to north again? It does this every time I update. Oh, I forgot to mention, I've updated the modpack to 1.5.2, I think. Might be 1.5.3. Can't really remember. But every time I upgrade, every time I update the mod, it always does this. It locks the map. Anyways, that's south. So if I change south to be fluids, I can. So what I can do now is get myself a normal bucket and hopefully use it to scoop out some experience. Excellent. And from that, if I just no sheep, unfortunately. Probably because of this wolf, now that I think about it. Wait a minute. The subtitle says there's a parrot fluttering somewhere. Is there really a parrot? Or is it just another mob using the parrot sound effect? So gotta clear up the room so that more things can spawn in. Unfortunately, again, no sheep. A fox, a chicken, and a wolf. Oh no, it's killing the fox. No. Yeah, this is a really gory episode, I guess. Like the last few have been. Oh, that drip me is quite tanky. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Adorable. But yeah, I'm having a hard time trying to get myself sheep. So I guess what I can do is just kidnap a block. Oh, thank God I turned off the mob masher. Oh my God, even with my jetpack, it's really hard to resist. Oh no. Oh jeez. Oh my. 100% trust. Come on. Ah, thank God. Okay. Oh, a sheep. Okay. So let's turn off the fan. Swap the sheep. Come on. Make sure it's a sheep. Yep. Now, if I just made myself the seed, might as well. And got myself a chicken. Alright, no chicken spawning yet. So gotta pulse blend to make sure I don't accidentally kill chickens. I don't think there's a chicken in there. I say fox, but no chicken still. So as usual, the process is painful. I mean, I guess I can go back in again and actually kidnap the delightful dirt this time. And place it out here so that we can have a controlled spawning. Oh my god, that sound. I'm still hoping a chicken will spawn in there. A chicken without a fox, that is, because foxes will kill chickens. That being said, I do wonder if you can pulse the delightful dirt to force spawn creatures. Like, does this speed things up? It seems to be. Yeah, it seems to be speeding the process up. Oh, there we go. So now if you fed the seed to the chicken, that happens, but you also get the mob egg. For some weird reason, the word egg just disappeared from my brain. Oops, no, I need to turn that off first, just in case. Put the delightful dirt back in. Now I can turn it back on. And let it go running again. Oh, something else is clogging up the system, so let's go check what it is real quick. Hopefully it's not something that I dropped. Wheat, okay. I'll be honest, I'm starting to think that the mob farm we have going over there is not very good at what it does. Might as well put carrots into our drawers, because it's something that we can actually farm later on. It's from this guy. Okay. Anything else I can kidnap? Alright, so it's grove spores. If I wanted to farm ham, I'll need to... Yeah, you only get this from killing the pigs with a knife. Other than making smoked ham, I don't see any other recipes that needs ham. So I don't think there's a point in making, like in farming farming the ham. How about smoked ham? So yeah, again, it just makes honey glazed ham and nothing else. Yeah, so I think the ham that I already have in storage and from randomly killing stuff should be enough. Anything else that's being stuck? Doesn't seem like it. Okay, so to be honest, I can also set up a drip me farm setup, but what's the fun in that? Okay, so my little starbuncle here is picking up beetroots. That's how we're gonna get ourselves red dye. It's quite productive actually, like surprisingly so. Would be more productive if I added red fertilizer, of course, but that might be overkill. Alright, so my idea is to set up a little area where I can make myself a mob spawning farm, like a sheep spawning farm with this spawner. So what I'm gonna do is if I did this and put a sheep egg in, it should produce sheep. And if I reduce the... Oop, okay. If I reduce the spawning radius again, kind of forgot what we needed to do that. Pistons. Okay, so we need pistons. Why can't I put the last one? Oh, it's already... okay. So what I did was reduce the spawning range for the spawner to be 1. This way it will keep on spawning mobs as long as there's nothing within a 1 by 1 area around it. which means it's this 3 by 3 here. Yeah, so you see it's actually speeding up the spawning of these things, because things will usually like walk away real quick. But what I can do further now is if I made a little chamber. The reason I need the spawner to be on the ground, like what I'm going to be doing right now, is because it needs a grass block in order to spawn the sheep. So I'm thinking of doing something like this to force the sheep to spawn only in this little square over here. So let's first of all see if that works. Kind of slow, so that means that it's not gonna work. Unfortunately, no problems though. I wonder if I can actually make it spawn when it's in midair. So let's break that and place it up here. So I'm wondering if it would still spawn things. Okay, so it does still spawn things. That means it doesn't actually need the grass block, which is good news. So what I can do now is just actually, if I left everything a block away. Okay, so I kind of messed up with the dimensions right now. No problem still. So I need to place a block on top of that so that all the spawns will fall to the ground. Alright, so it does fall onto the ground. Actually, I should move the spawner one block higher to ensure that it'll always spawn things. Because how this works is the spawner will only spawn things if it detects the player is nearby, because I haven't put in the ignore player flag. And if the mob that it's spawning in is less than a certain number within its spawning range. So in this case, the max entity is 6, which means if you had a vanilla spawner, the spawn range would be 4, or was it 3? Once the number of sheep around the spawner in a 3 radius cube, that means in a 7 by 7 cube, once there's 6 sheep in there, the spawner will no longer spawn anything. But because I reduced the spawn range to be 1, so as long as there's no sheep in a 3 by 3 by 3 cube around the spawner, even if there's more than 6 sheep on the ground right now, it should keep on spawning things. The only concern I have is the sheep's hitboxes might be pushing the sheep up so that it's still being detected by the spawner, which makes me want to move it one more block higher. So if I did this, it'll definitely no longer be hindered by the sheep down there. So as you can see, there's already, oh, we need one more for it to be 6. Okay, so now there's 6. And as you can see, the max entity is still 6. So if this design does work, it should still spawn in more sheeps. Okay, so it did. The other factor that's affecting the speed would be the min tick and the max tick, the min spawn delay and the max spawn delay. We can theoretically speed things up. let's see, what do we need for delay? So we need sugar. And clocks. I can't remember what the minimum amount is. It might be 20. So let's test out with sugar first, because we don't have to craft this. I mean, I can't remember how I got my sugar. It's probably from my mob farm, from witches. So because I want to reduce the thick amount, I need my quartz. Oh, okay. That actually makes it faster. I mean, that actually made it slower. So I can't find the minimum, unfortunately, because of that mess up. Let's see if our mob farm actually has more sugar in it. It's currently not linked to the main storage network because I still haven't figured out a way to handle all the what do you call it, all the equipment. That was what I was gonna try last time, but then Bongo Cat decided to no longer work. Oh, hello, Pyromancer. What are you selling? Huh. Alright, so let's keep on reducing. Okay, so 20 is the lowest that we can go. So that applies to both the min and the max. And since each clock reduces the time by 20, we need 38, I think. Probably 39 now that I think about it, but let's err on the side of caution and make sure that it's indeed, yep, so it is indeed 39 that I needed. No worries. There we go. So now we got a sheep every second pretty much. Now that we've got a steady supply of wool, I need to think of the killing chamber. So I think again I'll just use a mob masher. Oh, okay, that nearly became a catastrophe. Okay, there we go. And if we had our sharpness. And looting. Okay, I'm blind. Now if we had our fan. I think I wanted to push in this direction. Actually, nah. Yeah, I'll push it into this direction. I need to turn off the spawner. Well, I can just break it. Right. And start killing them all for now. If I use my pew pew spell, it's got max luck on it. Hopefully the Pyromancer doesn't come close to us. Oh my, there's so many sheep in here. We're gonna get that all one. No, how much wool did we need? We're gonna get all 10,000 wool really quickly. I mean, I should use my knife, but I just feel like using my PP spell for some weird reason. Alright, there we go. Oh my god. They ravaged all the they ravaged all of the whatchamacallit, all the grass. Now that I think of it, I don't actually need a mob fan, because what I could have done is just use a water a bucket of water and push things into this corner over here. Yeah, let's go low tech. I have a feeling having too much of the high tech things is gonna cause more lag. Okay, now if I just put the sheep spawner back in, will they be able to escape? Doesn't seem like it. Will it still keep on spawning, or are they too close? Like, they're probably too close because of the water bobbing. Okay, so yeah, the fan would still be a good idea. Oh, no, not pew pew. I forgot to set it to break. This time I'm just gonna use my knife. Good old fashioned knife. Alright, so let's see, where's my mob fan? Oh my, this is a problem. It's a bit too far. There doesn't seem to be a way to reduce the distance. So how about vector plates? Like, are there vector plates in this mod pack? There's a conveyor belt. They're not too bad to make, so let's try making one. That means I don't need this anymore. Oh my, it takes so long to break, and I don't know, I feel like I want to see them being tortured. So I'll be making that section to glass. I think I'll just put a solid wall here. Okay, so let's test out the conveyor. Hopefully, okay, so placing them is a bit iffy, like I don't really like it. Seems to place towards me. Does it need a redstone signal? Okay, it doesn't. So let's make a few more. I just needed 6. Alright, so everything is there again. Let's put the spawner back and see if, first of all, they spawn. Okay, okay, so the second question would be, would they come here? And the answer is yes. Excellent. So the next thing to do is I am on the lookout for a goat. I still want to try and see if he'll headbutt a wall and drop something for me. But for now, I need to put the upgrades into the mob mesher. And if I turn on the lever, it should start killing. But before that, let's think of the let's think about the item collection. So I am going to, well, let's see if I have a spare item collector. Yes, I do. And do I have a spare chest? Or barrel? Maybe a barrel would do. Okay, so I have a spare barrel. Let's put it here. Like, why not? Oh, okay, so basic item collector doesn't have a filter. I was gonna try and put in a whitelist so that it'll only pick up wool and mutton. How about if I upgraded this thing? Okay, so it does have a filter now. The range is probably overkill. Yeah, it's definitely overkill. That's just. But the reason I wanted it this big is so that even if I'm standing here, my magnet will be out of range and it will not pick up the drops. Though I guess I can just use a demagnetization coil again to fix that issue. Oh well. Yeah. I've decided to. I've decided to keep the radius small. So this way, what I can do actually is to put the item collector down here. And if I put the barrel here, I can discreetly hide it. Make sure the range is... Okay, I need to reduce that range a little bit more. Like, I think this covers everything. It covers too much, but too much is better than not enough, I guess. So if I turn off the range, put us back in, and once I turn on the mod mesher, it should pick up everything. And just in case, I'll make myself a demagnetizer. There we go. And place it on top of the I'll place it up here and hope that it doesn't get turned off by the redstone signal that I'm going to be placing. So I still don't have a lever. I was thinking of making myself a fancy lever, but that would have been too much work. Alright, so I am picking up some things, but hopefully that was from whatever we already had beforehand. So let's just test that theory out by putting everything in here. And while I'm at it, I will be doing this and right-clicking the Starbuncle so that he'll also take things from this barrel, adorable, and putting them into the ender chest. I'm not sure what his capacity is, but hopefully it is enough. Oh, that's right, I haven't finished clearing my inventory. Okay. So he seems to be picking up one stack at a time, this Starbuncle. That being said, why is no more sheep spawning? Okay, so they are spawning, but just not as fast as I'd like them to be. And I'm not picking up anything in my magnet. And this thing is picking things up. So okay, everything is working as expected. Uh, where did the blue Starbuncle go? Let's make him into another Starbuncle. Um, so I don't know how this sheep escaped, but nope, 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 nope. So I can right click on him directly. I didn't actually need to throw things onto the ground. Okay, so I need to make myself some more Starbuncle so that that little guy doesn't get overburdened by his current workload. And if I remember right, it's just gold and the Starbuncle charm. Yes, it was. I hope you can still hear me. I moved to a new location in real life. So I believe you can actually dye these things so that you can get the Starbuncle color that you want. Oh, you can dye the Starbuncles directly. Okay. So let's see what colors we get first. Meet, meet. Okay, so they seem to all be by default this is it green? Might be orange. So let's change their colors. Let's see what dyes I have on hand. So I have a yellow dye and I have a lime dye. Oh, I have black dye too. Okay. Don't really want him to be black. Like I guess black is okay. So my theory is that it's currently yellow, so I can confirm it by. Oh, it's not yellow. Okay. Well, okay. I'll keep you as yellow. So are you lime? No, he wasn't lime. Oh, lime looks bad though. So, what? How about black? I mean, I guess that's okay, but what I really wanted was the blue. The blue one. There we go. Ain't he a cutie? Okay, so let's just bind them real quick. Okay, so this should help the little guy so that he's not overburdened by the sheer amount of drops that we're getting. And yep, I just confirmed that they indeed take one stack at a time, or at least one slot at a time. So that's how it works. They put it on their tails. That is so adorable. Thankfully, this one is not as demanding as this chest, which kinda makes me want to. It makes me want to add one more Starbuncle just for this chest, because I have a feeling this is gonna be a full-time job. Like, theoretically speaking, it's supposed to be only 3 Starbuncles because they only drop the sinew, the mutton, and the wool. But unfortunately, there's different colors of wool, up to 16. So, I think depending on the rate that the sheep are spawning, seems to be. Yeah, I think 3 of them would be enough. Yeah, 3 of them should keep the equilibrium. Yeah. Yeah, 3 is enough. Feels like 3 is enough. Probably 4. But look at them, they're so adorable. Okay, so that should help build up our wool supply. We're quickly building up. It's a far cry from the 10k that we need, but it's a good start. The next issue would be our iron. So I can just simply add another iron gear setup over here. I think there is some space left in the loaded chunk. Oh yes, there's a lot of space left. And I probably should do more seeds. Like, let me try to piece out the footprint. If I put the golems here, if I put the golems here, the seeds for the golems, I mean, that means each of this crystal has a footprint of a 5x5, which means in a single chunk I can fit up to 3 of them. 9 of them. Yeah, I should probably do that. The emerald ones are a bit of a pain to move, so let's make the cardboard boxes from mechanism. That's right, I forgot that we needed sawdust to make this, which means we needed a sawmill or... Oh, okay, so we can use a forge hammer. I should have known. Okay, so we can use a forge hammer, so let's just grab some logs real quick. So I seem to be producing lots of acacia. Let's also make sure that we're not facing any issue with the SFM setup that we made last time. Seems to still be working fine. Okay, nothing left in the inventory, which means everything has a spot in the drawers. So let's go to our trusty forge hammer and break our logs. And let's get to moving our setup then. Well, let's make as much as we can. But how do we use this? Do we just right click on the GR? Okay. Alright, so it is filtering only the GR. So if I break this, my magnet should pick it up. Perfect. Alright, so that's budding emerald. Okay, that sound really scares me. So let's make sure. The problem with me making it into this cave thing is that I don't have full access to the 16 by 16. So that means nine of the GR clusters might be pushing it a little. Is this a yellow one or a green one? I think I only have one. Oh, why is he still collecting things? Interesting. I originally thought that they can only collect their respective colors, like that seemed to have been the case, but doesn't seem to be the case anymore. I wonder if they fixed it in the recent update, or have I always been unlucky and the the golems have always been really lazy for me? Alright, so come here, little guy. I am going to put you here. And the blueprint was... okay, so I need building blocks. Oh, okay. So the GRs would be here. Oh, no. It should be here. Then if I place one here, and then if I put the crystal generator, I mean the growth accelerator. Oh, growth accelerator and the crystal resonance generator. Is it powering up properly or? Okay. So it is powering up properly. Then if I put my GRs back as such. Oopsie. Alright, excellent. So how do I unbox this? Okay, so just shift right click on them. Alright, excellent. So now I just need to make 3 more seeds for emerald. If I break this real quick. Oh, and the cardboard boxes are reusable, so that's also a nice thing. Is this too far away from that though? That's the next question. Seems to be fine. Like, I think he's fine. Let's just watch him for a while, make sure he's gathering things. Okay, so unfortunately he doesn't seem to be collecting things. Might be too far. So what we can do is... okay. He is doing it. Okay, it's working. Thank God. So I need 3 more seeds and 3 more emerald golems. Ah. And I think the emerald golems are green, right? Emeralds are supposed to be green, so let's change the seeds to be green too. Which means I need my cactus. I wonder if I can dye it in wool, or do I have to break the seeds and make the green seed by crafting again? Let's test that out real quick. So if I right click with a dye, okay, so it does work. Excellent. Next thing I needed from here was the void crystals? No, I needed to go to bed. By the way, as you might have noticed, I've reverted back to my old talking all the time ways. Like, I'm trying to fix it back again, but it's been a while since my last recording session. So I kind of fell out of the habit of making a proper Let's Play. Not that I've ever had a proper Let's Play, like, it's always been hectic. But, I mean, I hope you get what I mean. I believe I needed to melt emeralds, 4 of them, in order to make one of the thingies. Oh, I actually ran out of grains of infinity. I don't remember how to make it properly. Like, it's something to do with TNT and stuff like that. Oh, it's burning crushed basalt. Oh, you can actually make them. How do you even make cobblestone though? Cobble deep slate. Like, do I even have deep slate? Oh, I do. Okay, I never realized that I. Oh wait, no. Oh yeah. Okay, so I do. I just never realized that I had deep slate. Oh, and you can also make them from tough. Okay. But I think the easiest way would be to use an extractor, especially because I now have access to Kiwi. I think I do. Yeah, I do. Okay. But for now, I barely have enough to make myself the emerald. What you call it? Emerald golem. Alright, so I got that. I need my awakening tablets. There are. I should resume my R's, not R's, my source gem production. I have a feeling I am running out. It's just a feeling. Yeah, I am running out. I have less than 1k left. So I just need to dye this chair. Oh, it doesn't even consume the dye. Okay, that's a really nice feature. I like it. So 1, 2, 3, and if I put this here, in fact, can I even put them here? Reduce the blueprint a bit more. I mean, this bit is still gonna grow out, so it doesn't really. Yeah, it's okay to be a 5x5 blueprint. Though ideally this would actually be here. Alright, and this should be here, and the other corner should be here. Alright, so now I just need to summon in my little slaves, golems, if I can find my ritual brazier. I can't find it. Am I being blind again? Or did I leave it here somewhere? I did. Okay. So again, let's make ourselves the golem. Place the emerald there. Place the tablet. Right click. lead him. Where's my Dominion Mon? Okay. Connect him to the new home. Perfect. There we go. Alright, so just need to repeat this again. Alright, that's it for Emerald. Next, let's fix gold. So we've got to break the seeds and reseed him. I might also want to change the seed color to be yellow. And as we found out, it doesn't consume the dye. I don't know if that's a exploit or not, but there we go. Now I need to move the jars. This might be one of the first ones that I placed in the gold GR. I know this because the generator is built from below instead of from above. Right. So they are collecting whatever they want. Okay, that's cool. So let's just reseat you to... seems to be harvesting a phantom block. Not really sure why. Right. Just in case, I'm gonna rehome them again. I think I got them all. So now if I just repeat what I did for emeralds. Right. That's it for our gold one. Might as well shift things a bit so that we don't have to move the ender chest. So the next cluster would start from here. Actually, can I fit them here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay, excellent. I can fit the next cluster here. This is quartz, which actually should use a white seed instead of a light blue one. So let's just make our seeds. Okay, so let's relocate our quartz GR golem. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay, again, just rehome him real quick. I kind of forgot how to make the quartz clusters. I can't seem to find the GR recipe anymore. Why? There we are. Okay, so we also need to go through the process of melting, and for each of them we needed. Okay, so four quartz for each of this. Okay. So again, it's another repeat of the process. Hopefully, if I shut up, then the AI voice silence remover would actually remove the sections, the boring sections like this. Oh, okay, something gave me speed again and it's annoying. Alright, so this works. They're gathering. Now I just need to summon in 3 more of the quartz one. For some reason I heard an apotheosis boss summon. Oh, it's thunder. Okay. So I'm just gonna stay here for a bit to gather more grains of infinity. I might actually try to get myself mystical agriculture running in the next episode. The current episode is about 1 hour long now, the recording at least. So because I've been talking a lot, that usually translates to a 1 hour long video too. Yeah, it's only a tier 2 recipe. I can totally make this, and it might be better than me being AFK in the void like this. Oh, that's an interesting bug. If you place the awakening ritual on your offhand, while there's already one in the brazier, it'll delete the one that's already in the brazier. It's not a problem because this tablet is actually really cheap to make, but I have a feeling if it were a very expensive one, I might have some issues. Okay, so I can fit another module here. I am tempted to do that for iron, because that's the whole reason we came down here. We wanted to make a module for iron. But I might as well optimize the diamonds one real quick. Alright, so I've got the iron module placed in. Okay, so it is working. I just don't have the filter here. So once I do that, for some weird reason it's not traveling to the other side. So let's see what's going on real quick. Okay, so we're limited by power. um, So according to power generation, we have access to mycelial, what is it called? Mycelial generators. If I remember correctly, there's one that's powered by milk. So I have an interesting idea on how to use this. So let's just make a few. Well, make one I guess first. And I also need to kidnap myself a cow. Uh, I like him here, so let's leave that one alone. Oh my, something else is blocking the system. Alright, let's check what's blocking our system again. It's snowball seeds. Okay. Just in case. Alright, it's snowball seeds. Do we have any more space in this array of drawers? No, okay. So we have to start encroaching on that one. Alright, so this is the flaw with the system, like, unless you have everything in the drawer, it will keep on doing that. Hopefully I'll eventually be able to get everything, but for now, let's try and get a cow to spawn in. Oh wait, I already have a cow in my ender lead. Never mind, this can continue. So my idea is, if I meet myself that, what is it called again? Something generator? I guess I can put it in here. So if I made myself this slimy mycelial generator again, I say again, but I've never actually did this last time. Oh my, so I need to make myself a dissolution chamber first. This was a rabbit hole I did not think I was going to go down. So I think I'll end this episode for today. Thank you for tuning in, and tune in next time for me trying to bolster my FE production so that my ore process actually keeps up. So bye bye.